When God sent Moses to tell Pharaoh, let his people go, that was a command. In Exodus 7 verse 2, God told Moses that he should speak all that he commands him. When God sends prophets with messages for kings, those messages are commands. In Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 7, God told Jeremiah, you will speak all that I command you. And so it was a command when Moses told Pharaoh, let my people go. When Pharaoh refused, God sent 10 plagues, each one worse than the other, until Pharaoh finally released the Israelites. The command was, let my people go. That expressed God's authority. The plagues expressed God's power to enforce his authority. Let me say that again. Authority without power is useless. God not only has authority, the right to tell you what to do and to tell me what to do, he also has the power to back up his authority, and that is dramatically presented in his dealing with Pharaoh. We have authority and we have power. When Jesus sent the disciples out in Luke chapter 9 verse 1, we're told he gave them power and authority. Authority, Exousia, power, Dunamis, from which we get dynamite. Authority alone is not enough. A child of God, a true child of God, will have both authority and power. God demonstrated both in his dealing with Pharaoh. We see authority and power in the Ten Commandments. 9 of the commandments express authority. Commandments 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Commandment 4 expresses authority and power. Again I say, God's commands express his authority. When he said, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy, that was an expression of his authority. But in that commandment he tells us about his power. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is. This is a presentation of the power of God, because the Bible introduces God's power in the context of creation. Genesis 1 verse 3, and God said, let there be light, and there was light. That is power. So the creative power of God is the highest expression of his power. Someone may say, what about redemptive power, saving a soul? Yes, that's power. But if there had been no sin, there would have been no need for redemptive power or resurrection power. So I stick with the creative power of God, which existed before sin, exists now, and will always exist. God has power to enforce his authority. That combination is found only in the 4th commandment. It is no mystery, therefore, that the devil has attacked this commandment that highlights the authority and the power of God. My listening friend, when you observe the Sabbath, you acknowledge the authority of God. It is a command. You acknowledge the power of God. It is by that power that he created. Power and authority. Only the 4th commandment combines the two. Now, all 10 are to be kept, but it is the 4th that tells us who it is that gives these commands and the power that he has. As you keep the Sabbath holy, may the Lord bless you, illumine your mind with the understanding that the God you serve, the God of creation, not only has authority in his commands, but he has power to back up his authority. God bless you, doubly bless your children, and happy Sabbath.